So I seen the new Black Macho War on Drugs video. I feel like people, rage bait is a real thing, especially on the internet. I think that Media Man is playing into the rage bait. The reason why I say that is the reason why he even made that video by his own words. He said that he's gonna make a video because of all of the black men that went after him because of his take on the aspect of welfare not being many, not being most of our women, not even being enough of our black women, and pulling the eyes of black women and the minds of black women to be like, well, I don't need a man. He doesn't believe that. Media Man has gone on record to say that he doesn't believe that black women said that I don't need a man after experiencing things like welfare being promoted in the black community, specifically when it pertains to black women, right? But around that same time, he even shows in his video around the same time from the 60s to the 70s, I just did research on the aspect of people like Bell Hooks. Bell Hooks was born in 1952. At 1962, she was 10 years old. How do you think that America shaped her views? Do you think that welfare and how it affected black families, how it affected black women? Do you think that welfare didn't play a part in how she was raised, or how she seen her mother was raised, or how she seen her mother, her aunties, her grandmothers interacted with men? You don't think that played a part, right? A lot of women that were basically born in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, you don't think that none of that welfare shit played a part? We could talk about the aspect of the welfare queen being promoted and all that shit. He talked about that. It was a white woman, right? It was predominantly white people, because it's predominantly, still to this day, it's predominantly white people in this country. But you cannot tell me that didn't play a part in the minds of young black women. And that around that time, 60s, it was about 60 to 61%, 62% maybe, of marriages in the black community, right? We married at a 60% rate compared to other races. I want to make sure that that's clear. Compared to other races, I think white people was at 70, and I think it was really just us and white people, to be honest with you, because they didn't introduce the civil rights movement. I think that ever since 60 to 65, once again, Yvette Carnell, Tone Talks talk about this. That's the only reason why I really noticed. But after the civil rights movement, that's when you get the Asian Americans, the European Americans, all of them, you know what I mean? Latino Americans and all that. But again, that's off of the backs of black people. We could talk about that in another video. The reason why I want to pull up the rage bait and the aspect of it is because Media Man makes this video and I started to realize he's basically trying to soften the blow, I guess, for lack of better words. I don't know what he's trying to do, but in my eyes, my perspective and my view on the video is basically saying, wagging his finger in black men's faces like, you black men need to stop doing this because I'm right and I got the numbers. And I'm like, in the same video, he talks about how black feminists didn't have the numbers, didn't have any type of statistical proven data. But somehow Media Man doesn't get that even you with the numbers, the statistical data, articles, everything, and you still came to the conclusion that black men were the problem. That's the weird part. You still came to the conclusion that black men were the problem, Media Man. That's the mind fucking this shit. That's why I'm like, you're doing the rage bait shit. I know I'm not crazy. Go watch his videos. I'm gonna put the video specific to videos that I'm talking about in reference to. He literally says in the video, on the first video that I'm gonna put, that because of all of the black men having disparaging comments against black women, basically the aspect of welfare, I don't promote that shit either. I don't want men feeling as though they can just say whatever they fucking like about black women. There needs to be some type of empathy shown. But with that empathy, there still needs to be a certain amount of accountability. You can be accountable and still be empathetic with that accountability, right? Some people don't want you to say anything at all. There are some women that don't want you to acknowledge or disparage at any point of black women's history in this country. There's some men that feel the same, but we're talking about Medium Man. We're not talking about the comment section. This is what Medium Man has said. He said that basically all of the black men that were coming after him saying that he was pandering towards the women, that's what the words that they use. They said that he was pandering towards black women because he would say that the welfare queen was a white woman. And these black men are basically getting mad at black women for what? It was a white woman. Not acknowledging the fact that how welfare shaped the minds of a generation of black women. You can't say on one hand incarceration shaped the minds of black people. Black men, right? And made black men do the same shit over and over again generationally, but don't acknowledge the fact that the black feminists, mind you, black feminists was sanctioned and backed by the government. They loved that shit. Black individualism is the same thing like black capitalism. It's like the aspect of the government in my last video, the hour-long video, the government promoting the aspect of you don't need government, you just need a business, black man. You don't need government. And to the women, they were saying you don't need your man, you just need government. I just don't understand that shit. It's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck. And I'm not going into that shit. I promise you I'm not. But I had to realize that I'm making a video. I was going to go into the aspect and go into what he was saying. And I'm like, nah, y'all do that yourself. You come to whatever conclusion you come to. I'm not going to do the whole, because it's semantics at this point. It's semantics. But I think that Medium Man is one of those men that basically, like I said before, going back to Kevin Samuels, even Kevin Samuels will play the whole black card and be like, he's had parts of his shows where he will talk about how much America has broken down the black families. But when it refers specifically to black men, he'll get on black men and be like, it's nobody's fault but your own. And that's the mind fucking this shit. It's nobody's fault but your own. It's like the bootstrapperism on your head, like whipping your ass with that bootstrapperism, and then whipping your ass with the aspect of, basically government did this shit to you. It's like it's confusing. It's confusing because I can acknowledge the aspect of both parts played a part. Yes, we have to do better as black men. I can acknowledge that, right? But it's weird when y'all will have episodes, damn near plethora of episodes that are basically getting on the necks of black men with these bootstrapperism type of comments like nobody's coming to save you, black man. You need to fucking save yourself, right? But don't play into the aspect of no, we need to be fucking going to the government's necks and figuring out why the fuck did you leave us like this in squalor, being on the government's necks about reparations. These same black people will be like, we don't need reparations. I don't think that Medium Man thinks that we need reparations. And if we do, it's a semblance of we don't need any type of monetary reparations. I really do believe that Medium Man is one of those black people that believe that if you give black people money, then they ain't gonna do nothing with it but blow it on Jordans and cars and clothes, right? Truth be told, I'm of the black people that, and so the fuck what? Did you see the fucking government shutdown? Did you see the fucking government shutdown? And what Trump did during that shutdown? Not even just Trump, all of the billionaires, they're not affected by this shit. It trickles down. We eat the failure ever since the 60s and before, the 40s, the 50s, the 30s, 1800s. We have always been eating the failure, and y'all still hooked up on some aspect of if government give me money, government give black people money, all they gonna do is spend it on unnecessary luxury shit. So the fuck what, bruh? So the fuck what, dog? I'm tired of niggas, because that's a part of the whole aspect of black people being so fucked up in the head about other black people. Oh, they gonna spend it on crack. You're playing into the same shit. Oh, they gonna spend it on welfare shit. They gonna spend it on. They're not even gonna use it for their babies. Black women ain't gonna use it for their babies. it's not just a monetary thing when it comes to speaking for reparations. And when I say reparations, I mean the ADOS reparations. ADOS, American Descendants of Chattel Slavery reparations. It's going to be programs. It's going to be monetary, but it's definitely going to be programs. Government sanctioned programs. You understand what I mean? Programs dealing with the mental health of black people. Educational programs. You know what I mean? College backed tuition sanctioned by the damn government programs. Like policies. So specifically stopping all of that over policing. Like protecting black people. That's radical shit. That's radical. Because we have always been eating the failure. And now everybody else is eating the failure. And now everybody else is feeling what black people have always felt. Niggas talking about ICE, but nigga, they've always had ICE in the hood. Nobody gave a fuck though. I'm getting off subject, but I digress. Media Man is, I think that he's basically being retaliatory and rage baiting with his videos. And I'm not going to, I did it once. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you can't never get fooled again. You can't never get fooled again like the George Bush quote. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. I did my video. Before that. If you want to know my views on what we should do and the views on, just goes back to my old videos, man. I think that when it specifically the videos that has Y Cornell or ADOS, I have another video talking about black love and how black people are not acknowledging the aspect of we are broke. We eat the failure in this country predominantly. We are broke in this country. Yes, you may see outliers, Jay-Z, Diddy, but look what they got to do to get to those spots. Yeezy. Look what they got to do to get to those spots. So do with that information what you will. I'm gone, man. I'm gonna watch the rest of the video. I'm at 14 minutes. It's got another 5 minutes, but it's like he goes in on black men being a part of the problem, and then he promotes the aspect of how black women were basically bowing down to black feminism in the video. So like what both of them have a part to play in it, and we just want you to say that. That's all. Just say that. But again, he made this video off of the retaliation of how black men were saying that he was pandering. That's really why he made the video. He's deleting comments. So I'm just gonna make this video. Again, he's deleting comments that he don't like, he don't agree with. I just seen the video. Like I said before, the video basically will be about it is what it is, man. I can't do nothing with that. He a grown ass man. You feel me? What you want me to do? What you want me to do? He a grown ass man. He gonna feel how he feel. And to BGS's point, you know, he is one of those men that think he knows everything. So even when I get of age, I'm not of the type to be able to like learn from either past mistakes that maybe I've done or even hear another view, maybe another side. I can hear another side. I may not agree with the other side, but I can still hear you out. You feel me? I think that he's not the type to hear you out. You know what I mean? If you're not on his program, it's like it is what it is. It's the Sigma male shit like he be talking about. He's a Sigma male. But the reason why I say that is I basically wanted to say that it's weird, man. It's weird. I wanted to say that basically he pointed out that it's a response to criticism that he was pandering to black women in his previous video. You know what I mean? The feminist aspect wasn't as prominent and wasn't prominently addressed in the last video. So, but now he want to address it. You know what I mean? He's basically making it more nuanced. He didn't do it at first. This is why I believe it's clickbait type shit. This is exactly why I believe it's clickbait type shit. I may be wrong in that. Maybe he's just doing it and just forgot to add it on. I at this point, I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I think that if anything, the answer is not videos. The answer is things like ADOS and supporting communities, activists support, like basically funding activist communities like ADOS, American Descendants of Chattel Slavery, and basically funding for figuring out how we can go to the government and ask them, what you doing on what, ask these politicians, local politicians and president, elections, what you doing about black people, not black men, not just black men, not just black women. What are you doing for black American people? And how are you going to be funding black American people and putting money back in our pockets and helping us being protected by governments and stop the over policing of governments and get these fucking AI, what is his name? The dude that's over Twitter, Elon Musk, get that shit the fuck up out of here. How are you going to help black people? And I think that's the answer. But, some people, I don't even think he would agree with that would be the answer. But, that's neither here nor there. I don't know. But again, I appreciate nuanced discussions about shit like this. I do appreciate nuanced discussions around the complexities of black families and structures, you know what I mean? And I do agree that it's essential not to place blame solely on black women and black men, you feel me? But however, it's important to acknowledge that it's, while not all, well, I'm going to say it like how Medium Man say it, not many, not most, but enough of black women their minds were shaped. Let's just keep it a buck. Their minds were shaped just like how black men's minds were shaped. Like if you see a generation upon generation of men showing you that you don't need to be married, or showing you that you can do certain things as a man that's really not healthy, or you can go out on the street and do drugs that's not really healthy, gang violence, why do you think that it's not the same on women's side as far as how they see their mother act towards their father or the man that's not even fucking there? I just don't understand that aspect. But that's just my theory. A game theory, head ass. But let me get up out of here. Y'all be good, man. Take care of yourselves. Again, I'm gonna link the 80 West videos. I want to link the channels Tone Talks, Jeremy Fremprong, and Y Carnell. This black gender divide that we have going on it's not really, at this point, it's just basically debate. It's basically philosophical debate. I don't think that they should even act on either black women's issues or black men's issues. I think that they should act on black people's issues, black families' issues. I say black families, but even that could be used against black people, because if you're not a married black family, which goes into the welfare issue, because you had to be married to not be affected by that. You understand what I mean? But black people's issues. You understand what I mean? So yeah, it's a cold world out here, man. It's a cold world. Y'all be safe, man. Like that, we gone. Bunkay. Game theory, head ass. But let me get up out of here. Y'all be good, man. Take care of yourselves. Again, I'm gonna link the 80 West videos. I want to link the channels Tone Talks, Jeremy Fremprong, and Y Carnell. This black gender divide that we have going on it's not really, at this point, it's just basically debate. It's basically philosophical debate. I don't think that they should even act on either black women's issues or black men's issues. I think that they should act on black people's issues, black families' issues. I say black families, but even that could be used against black people, because if you're not a married black family, which goes into the welfare issue, because you had to be married to not be affected by that. You understand what I mean? But black people's issues. You understand what I mean? So yeah. It's a cold world out here, man. It's a cold world. Y'all be safe, man. Like that, we gone. Bunkay.